Hello there traders, it's Nick Bentley back to do another review, I believe, on the Forex trading coach, Andrew Mitchum. Look, I can't stress enough how good this course is. I've looked at all sorts of ways of trading. I've gone the binary route. I've looked at lots of EAs. I still like my EAs, and I'm still doing a lot with the Swiss trading guy. There's lots of real good strategies that he is developing. The London strategy, the eye harvester, and that's all good. But this strategy, the Forex trading coach, Andrew Mitchum, is real simple. And what I found is you're out there looking on the internet for all these different strategies, and there's always another one that pops up. Another one. Binary, Forex, make this, make that. Some are good, some are bad. But the main thing is, well, there's a couple of things. We need to be able to make money with whatever strategy we're using. That's simple. I don't care how shiny, how thing it looks. It needs to first make money, i.e. it needs to work. This works. This ticks the box there, because I'm trading right now as we speak. I'll show you a couple of the trades that I'm in at the moment. There's a couple that have actually been going for the last couple of days, if not maybe a week or two. Start of this month, basically. But number one, first box is ticked. It's obviously got to work. If it doesn't work, what is the point? Number two, and this all ties in with it working, obviously. There's no way there's a strategy out there that can win every trade. Impossibility. I've had a lot to do with horse betting many years ago, made very good money, and it's all about getting good value, i.e. getting value when you win your trade. Obviously with this strategy, it's a Forex trade, not binary, that you get a good return for your risk. So like if it's the horse betting terms, it'd be like a good 3 to 1, a good 4 to 1. Obviously higher the better, 5, 6, 7, 10 to 1. So that means you risk your 1. If you win 10. If you lose, you lose your 1. That's a 10 to 1. With the Forex trading coach, the bigger time frames, which you'll see in a minute, I've got 2 monthly trades going on, are obviously the better reward to ratio. But you don't have to win every trade. I think, looking at my template, which is not up at the moment, I had a spreadsheet which I have actually showed before. I think it's either 50-50 with the losers and winners, or it might even be 40-60 with the losers and winners. With the winners and losers. So either way, I'm definitely under 50-50 in winning and losing trades. Yet I'm up over 10% in the last month. Now, for the guys and girls out there that maybe have done binary, martingale system, not today many names, but great, you can make 30, 40, 50, 60%, sometimes even more in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days with a martingale system. But what has to happen with those systems is it'll blow your account. It's very well known to have it like the 4 bullets. So you lose your first one, you then double up 2.5 on your second. You lose your second, you 2.5 times the third, and so forth. And yes, you get a good return on your money, i.e. you might make 100 quid a day, 300 quid a day, £1,000 a week, whatever it is. But that strategy is just doomed to failure, because you might win for 2 months. You might be up 5 grand, but you will, the stats, the law of averages tell you that you will have your account blown. Now, there might be some martingale strategies out there that do work on a much lower key, maybe many more bullets, which is very, very unlikely to get to that last bullet. But I just keep it to what I'm very known to, what I'm used to from the old days when I used to do a lot of horse betting. It's just good value. You need at least a 2-3 to 1 risk to reward ratio, so then you don't have to win every trade. So we've got this on here now. So I can send you a link for you to have a look at this course. Obviously, go to the free course here, and you can go through and have a good idea what this strategy is, and you'll have a good idea, you know, if you know it's for you or not. But I just can't see why it wouldn't be, because like I said at the start of this video, you know, you might have shiny flashing lights, you might have an EA that somebody promises you will not only make quite good money, but you can leave it alone and you can go to bed and you can make 100 quid, 200 quid. Let's be real. We just want something that works and something that is realistic. This is realistic. And the beauty about this, not only do you learn a nice simple strategy to trade, and it is very simple, but also you can take on, you can have Andrew Mitchum's daily trades, you know, at your disposal. You've got access to his daily trades basically, and you can learn, you can earn while you learn, and that's what I've been doing. A lot of the trades that I've made to make this 10% in the last month, over 10%, are trades that I've made myself. Because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, the only kind of thing that I've seen about this strategy that I was a little bit thing with was, I kind of knew this already, but it's just following those strict rules, sticking with them, and at the end of the month, end of the week, end of the day, you will be in profit. So you can search all day long for that next shiny thing, that next best thing, that next best EA, that next, but this works. This does what it says in the tin. As simple as that. And another thing that I kind of have a real grump about is when you see these strategies and these strategies, these people promising you things, these strategies on the internet saying, yeah, I made 1,700 quid in one trade. And that's your live trade. But have you looked at their lot size that they're using? It might be a lot size of 15, which, you know, it's irrelevant what the trade is earning you. As long as it wins, you just need to know what percentage of your account is it winning you by, you know, is it winning you? And from that, you know, I've earned over 10% in the last month. Next month I might only earn 5%, but I'm trying to average 4 to 5% on my account every month. So I've only got a small account. Now, if I was to say to you, yeah, I won myself 80 quid, it's like, 80 quid? Well, that's not going to change any lives. But if you look at the 10% and you stick in a good investment like you should do with any business, and at the end of the day, this is a business, and you make 10% of, let's say, 30 grand. I mean, 30 grand wouldn't be, yes, it is a lot, but as starting a business up, it's not a lot. That's 3 grand. 3 grand I earned last month through making probably 15 trades, if that, and not doing anything else. So that 30 grand then becomes 33 grand, and then you make a 10% on that, and it becomes more and more and more, and it's a compound interest that really creates your wealth. But for me, when you hear these guys, these traders saying, oh, I've made 1,700 quid, look, here it is, it's what's your percentage, and what are you putting on to risk that trade? That's the other thing. So have a look. I'll have a video inset that you can go to get the link for this Forex trading coach. This bit is free, so you can go down the side here, giving you all these things here, kind of giving it giving you a real basic detail of this strategy. But then obviously, if you want to get involved, you've obviously got to pay for it. And like anything, there's no freebies out there, and usually what you'll find is free is not worth, not worth the service. If you want something with potential and something that's obviously worth having as a lifetime skill, you usually got to pay for it. It's like any course at college or school, or law degrees. One, that takes time to learn it, and two, it usually costs a lot of money. I'm not saying this takes time to learn. It depends on how much you know about the Forex market and the MT4. I came into this strategy knowing basically all of what I've read in the course, but obviously putting it together is another thing. So I got trained within the first week, and like I said, this month I've earned 10%, and the month before I think it was 7.5%. And you'll get your feedback anyway, you know. And like any business, you tell me one business that starts off with zero investment, you're not going to find too many worthwhile ones, are you? So attach yourself, press the link in the video. It'll either be down on the bottom where the comments are, or it'll actually be in the inset of the actual video. And have a look yourself, and then message me, leave some comments on what you think to the strategy. And if you need any help or any guidance, I'm sure I can help you, or I can get in contact with Andrew myself via the forum to see if I can answer any of your questions that you might have. So the trades that I had been doing today and the last couple of days are these three here. I actually did this daily one yesterday. Is it the 12th? Was it this morning? Yeah, yesterday. And the others, the dates are there. It's actually 6 days ago. Crikey, time flies. And these were monthly trades. So yeah, it was nearly the start of this month in June. But just ticking away nicely. And just a real easy strategy where you look for an engulfing candle. Let me just get this scale fix off. You look for an engulfing candle, which we had here. So we're on the weekly chart. There's obviously other criteria to take in, which I'll explain now in quick sort of brief explanation. So an engulfing candle is bigger than the previous candle. You got your stochastics, I can never pronounce it. So obviously if it's underbought or overbought, it will be outside these parallel lines here. So we're looking at a little bit of a room for an upward movement possibly. So this had gone up a little bit, it's come back down. We also look at the Bollinger Bands, so we don't want something that's stuck right into the mid Bollinger Band, because you know that's a little bit of a resistance. We want something starting at the bottom if we're buying, vice versa if we're coming down. We want to be looking at a trend that is broken, so we don't really want to go from there. Let's see, so we kind of have a little trend going on here that was broken with this candle, as well as it being an engulfing candle. It's broken this small trend here. Even if we came down there, it's just pierced that downward trend. You look then for, you know, if you come back over here, any round numbers that obviously we've found that they're a real strong resistance, you know, a barrier. Lots of banks and orders are bought with round numbers. You also get a daily direction weakness and positive to go to tell you if it's going to be a buy or a sell with certain currency pairs. Then you have a real easy system using this Fibonacci, where it tells you, if I get back to the scale fix, it gives you great entry points where to take your profit and loss and where to put your stop loss basically. So this was the candle, the mark candle, the engulfing candle. So I put my fib retracement over it, and I got in on a retracement. Actually wasn't a retracement. I got lucky, and I didn't take this trade when I first saw it. But what I normally would have done, it would have been no candle here, and I would have gone in on the let's have a look on the 61.8, which has gone right past there. The stop loss would have been put on the 38.2. These are just set numbers. You don't need to really know why. They're just the set numbers that work. So straight away we've retraced to a 61.8, and then it's gone back up, and we want to take a profit. I'll probably drop that profit. No, that profit's good because I've brought it down from the 161.8. Just numbers that won't mean anything to you, but you put your fib retracement up on there. There is some software to stick the trades in automatically for you. Obviously, you've got to do it yourself, but it saves putting in all these three different trades. And so far, I've just been doing really nicely. It's the first time I can honestly say I've been making money. I don't care how much I'm making at the moment. It's irrelevant. Number one, does it work? Does it not work? This works. Have I got enough money in the account at the moment? No. But let's just take it step by step. If I'm making 10%, if I'm making 5% a month, you get the Forex compounding calculator out and stick in, you know, 10 grand and put in 5 to 10% making per month, and see what you've got left, or what you end up with after a year or two, let alone 5 years. it's incredible. It'll blow your socks off if you don't know anything about compound interest. It's a sixth, seventh marvels of the world, Einstein used to say. But yeah, so I'm rambling on now. I can't really say enough about this strategy. Very simple, not boring, but simple. It works bit by bit every day. You haven't got to trade every day. Small risk, 0.5% to 1% of your account to win 2 to 3% possibly, sometimes per trade, sometimes not as much as that, but you'll win 5 to 10% per month, definitely around the 4, but averages out probably a little bit more than that. And it works. Right, over and out. I've spoke too much. Please like this page or this video. I keep doing that. I've got a hair in my face. And if you're not winning money at the moment, which I hopefully you are, but if you're not, just click on the link. Yes, I'll get a small commission, but I'm not here to sell it. I'm here for a comment of either you do it and yes, you're doing the same and you're making good money. I want to hear about people's stories about making money on the Forex, because you hear so many bad stories of people getting ripped off left, right and centre. I've been one. I found something that works. I just want to share it, and why wouldn't I want to make a few quid with a commission? But it's not about that. It's about hearing your stories and your comments saying yes, it works, and whatever you're making, let me know. Right, over and out. Hope to see you on the other side. Take care. Happy trading. Bye-bye.